What's going on, Minties? The Uncanny Omar here from Near Mint Condition. And today, I'm going to take a first look at the Marvels Monster Sized Hardcover from Marvel Comics. The book isn't scheduled to come out until August, but David Gabriel and the fine folks at Marvel were able to send me an advance copy to do this overview, so thank you very much, guys. I'm also going to be comparing it to previous releases and what the contents of the book are. But before I get started, I wanted to apologize for last night's little mishap with YouTube and Hangouts, because I was trying to do a live stream of the advanced September previews that Marvel was kind enough to give me. So that will be on tonight at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I don't care what I have to do, but it will be on, even if I have to record it and then edit later. But I would love for everybody to join me for a live stream. So let's crack this baby open. And welcome back, Minties. Now, the first thing I want to do is measure this sucker. So, let's see what we got to do. 14 inches by 21.5 inches tall. Of course, that only helps us heathens here that use this kind of measuring system. And here it is in comparison to the 10th anniversary Marvels hardcover edition. Keep in mind, this is the size of an omnibus, so it's twice as tall, it looks. And here it is compared to the Kingdom Come Absolute Edition, which I always thought was the definitive way to look at Alex Ross's art. This monster-sized book probably has changed my mind. Here's the actual book outside of its slipcase. By the way, the book here does not have a slipcase. Now, before Marvel was kind enough to send me this book, the tallest book I owned was this sucker right here, the little emo. This is the Dream Another Dream collection. As you can tell, the Marvels book, it's a little bit taller. Fortunately, not as long, though. You can tell there. There we go. Now, the book itself has the cover to issue 2, which is funny because the X-Men are hardly in the story. Let's look at the spine here, and it's got Marvel's up at the top. The top here looks like one of the Marvel omnibuses or hardcovers. I'm sorry, hardcovers, of course. But I really like this. The 25th anniversary. It's been 25 years since Marvels came out. And also, this is really nice. I really love this. That actual size does this justice. This poster that came out years ago. And then it's got the contents, issues 0 through 4. Now, I hope I'm doing this book justice, because it is freaking humongous. There's the poster again. Table of contents written by Kurt Busiek, beautiful artwork by Alex Ross. If you are at all interested in what the story's about or a review of the story, last year we reviewed it for Old Reader, New Reader, so you're more than welcome to click on the link up above there, yeah, and it will take you there. This is all collected from issue 0. Issue 0 wasn't very long at all. I want to say it's less than 10 pages. But it shows the origin of the Golden Age Human Torch, not Johnny Storm. And the story is beautiful and wonderful if you've never read it. And I'm just in awe how well this art looks. Because before I've always said the only way to own an Alex Ross book, or a book that's drawn by Alex Ross, is to have it in absolute format. But I think I was mistaken. Because this is gorgeous. This is perfect. Like, you can tell all the little details in his painted artwork. Now, the book is retailed at $75, and it's scheduled to come out the 3rd week in August. And there's the cover right there to book 2, which is the cover of the book. And the description of the book says it's only 200 pages, so we're going to look and see if they have any extra content. But I am guessing no. I'm guessing at the price point and how huge this book is, they just kept it literally at issues 0 through 4 of the miniseries. Let's keep going in here. I mean, it's got classic iconic moments redrawn. Let's see. There's the Beatles in the back. And so, yeah, the contents of the 10th anniversary, the trade paperback, the hardcovers that have been released, and then the Platinum Collection. That's right, there was a Platinum Collection that is a little taller than the Absolute, and it also has a slipcase, but it was retailed at $200. All that stuff contains all the extras, like, because Alex Ross loves to put pop culture things in his artwork. And the extras always hold what is in each panel. In just about every other page, there's an Easter egg of actors or people that he knew in his life, and models like his father, who he used. So this page actually reminds me, this is probably the size of the king-size Kirby book that came out earlier this year by Marvel. Wow. And actually, I think that's the size of it. Good Lord. That is beautiful. I never thought of Galactus as a big threat, right? Like when I was a kid. It wasn't until this came out. When this book originally came out, I was in high school, and I was just like, oh my god, Galactus is not just some goofy dude with a skirt and a dorky helmet. He is a damn force to be reckoned with. Yeah, it wasn't until this that I saw how just immense he was. And the art in here just makes him that much bigger. Let's look over here. Oh man, this story breaks my damn heart. It's so beautiful. Again, if you haven't read it, I'm just gonna flip through it, just make you fall in love with Alex Ross. I'm sure everybody in the comic book community knows who this guy is, or even if you're not familiar with the name, I'm sure you recognize this artwork from covers, from things that you've seen on the internet like memes. It's Alex Ross. The man is a god walking amongst us. Alright, let's flip through here and just get to the very end to see if they have any extra content. This is the page that they have in the back. This is right after the final page by Alex Ross. So it looks like they don't have any content at all, any of the extra content. It's just the Stan Lee introduction from the trade paperback that was originally released in 1994, and then the acknowledgments here at the very bottom. And it's probably just like I said, they're omitting the extra content to keep it at the $75 price point, because they want to make it just a book with Alex Ross's painted work, not all the extra stuff that you have collected everywhere else. So it's just focusing on the miniseries, and I kind of dig that, honestly. Now the question is it worth the upgrade? You damn right it's worth the upgrade. Look how big that looks. Like I said, this book is an oversized hardcover. It is the size of an omnibus. So that's how big the art is compared to this. And the amount of detail and all the extra little Easter eggs that you may not have noticed with previous releases, you can bet you'll be able to find them this time. And you know what? Maybe other publishers can take note of this size of book. This, by the way, is the Absolute Edition of Kingdom Come. Just to kind of give you a side comparison on what the art looks like in this amazing book. But really quickly, let's look at this binding of how well this book just holds together. Because a book this massive has to be in sewn binding. No glue here. The pages are nice and thick, by the way. It kind of reminds me of the thickness of the glossy pages from the original Marvel omnibuses that came out. Like the first couple of years. They're pretty thick. Thicker than they are now. But that's what kind of nice paper you have here. And that's the contents of the book. I don't know how I feel about the extra stuff missing, because would I really be looking at that stuff on an oversized book like this? I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50. I'm kind of torn that it's not there, but then I'm like, maybe this is just to showcase Alex Ross's wonderful, beautiful painted artwork. So I'm okay with that. Keeping the price point at $75 was probably a smart move, considering, like I said, they could have kept this at one of those platinum prices of $200 if they added all the extra stuff. And it's a slipcase. But yeah, if there's anything I miss or if you have any questions, please leave those comments down below. Don't forget we have t-shirts on Redbubble. That is in the description. And don't forget to check out our Patreon, where you have early access to videos much like this one. So the Patreons have early access to watch videos like this. And we are also on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where we will be posting pictures like this. And you can keep up with us and what videos we're going to be releasing, like our schedule this week. I believe that's it. I'm terrible at signing off. That's why I always need a co-host to help me. Again, this was the Uncanny Omar. Thank you very much for watching. And let me know if you're going to pick this sucker up. It's pretty big. It's huge. Have a good day. No. Remember, if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. See? Never miss.